Hello and welcome to Goddess Moon Oracle. Thank you. Welcome back. So this is part 2 to the video I just posted before this. Now I just want to say before we get into the video, a channel message came through as I was about to start recording. So the song that came through was Superman, It's Not Easy by Five for Fighting. Before I started recording, I just heard, I can't stand to fly. It's not easy. So I didn't even know. I was like, what song is that? And I thought it was The Fray. And then I was able to find the right song. Basically, they say, I may be disturbed, but won't you concede? Like, won't you admit that you're disturbed too? Even heroes have the right to dream. And it's not easy to be me. Before I started recording, before I pressed record, my guides told me you need to release, you need to journal, you need to talk to someone. I feel that because this song may have come through, it's like people expect you to be Superman, right? People expect you to be perfect. People expect you to be this perfect shining star, and they don't realize that no one is perfect. And that really does go into what I'm about to tell you in this part 2 of this message. So you may be feeling like it's not easy to be me. I just heard heavy head wears the crown. So you may be in a position of leadership. You may be feeling a lot of pressure from how people expect you to be and how people expect you to act. They keep saying you need to talk to someone. So I don't know if that's someone you trust. Maybe you have a loving parental figure. Maybe you have a trustworthy friend. Be careful of that. I'll explain later in the video. Maybe you have a therapist that you trust and can confide in. But you need to talk to someone. If you don't want to talk to anyone, you need to journal. You need to release whatever these feelings are that you've been feeling. So what's coming to mind now is a great way to release negative feelings is to write down every negative thing that you want to release. Write it all down. You want to release your lack of confidence. You want to release anxiety, releasing depression. Just write it all down and burn it. That is a great way to have a physical manifestation of your release. I feel sometimes when we see the thing being released, like what we write down on a form of paper, and we burn it with fire, it's a great way for our mind, our physical body to see, our mind and our physical body to see this being released and no longer a part of us. If you do decide to burn it, please make sure you go outside. If you can't go outside, please make sure you open the window. You have to open the window. I don't want anyone getting carbon monoxide poisoning, so please ventilate the room, please open the window, or better yet, just go outside and burn whatever you need to burn in a metal trash can. Another great way to release is to write an FU letter. So you write, FU to whoever it is. Write it all down, just anything you've been through. Any person that's treated you wrong, write it all down and burn it, release it. Do not write down negative things and keep it, because when you write it down and you keep it, it's basically you holding on to these negative things that you need to release and get out of your life. So I really felt called to say that. And remember, if you burn it, please open the window wide, like a big window, or go outside. Please ventilate your space. But yes, there's a strong need for you to release, surrender these emotions is what I'm trying to say. Surrender these negative feelings and emotions, and that will help you to have more acceptance for what has happened in your life. So I just really felt called to say that right now. So I also feel called to tell you that there's a new moon on this Monday coming up, April 8th. It's a new moon plus a solar eclipse. So this is a very powerful time to burn a candle, call in what you want. So once you are able to write down all the negative things you're feeling, it doesn't even matter. It could be like 5 pages of stuff, 10 pages of stuff. Go outside, you burn it. Once you do that step, you still have a few days, like 2 days, I believe, 2 or 3 days after the new moon to call in what you want. So you want to make these I am affirmations. So if you want to call in confidence, you would write down, I am confident. If you want to be more at peace and have more clarity, you would say, I am confident, I am peace, I am clarity. So those are just some examples, but this is a great time to call in the things that you want to see manifest into your life. So I just felt called to say you that this is a really great time to burn those negative things, and then in your same journal, write down I am statements of what you want to call into your life. Now, when you start to write down what you want to call into your life, make sure they are positive statements. So you want to say, I am confident. You don't want to put anything with negativity. Those things we're burning. All the negative things we're burning, we're releasing it up to the atmosphere, to, our spirit guides to take away and transmute for us. Okay? And the things that you're calling in, your manifestations you want to call in, you write it down as I am blank. So I am confident. Or you could also say it like, I am so happy and grateful now that I have peace of mind, now that I am clarity, now that I am whatever you want. So whatever you want to call in, make sure it's in a positive statement. Okay, so I really hope this message was helpful for you. I just felt called to do that little intro because of that song that came through. I will link the song in the video description box below. That was a strong message that came through right before. I hope you're all right. I feel like you will be all right once you start to take the steps forward. So let us get into the message. Okay, so we're finally getting to the message. Finally, I can't ignore what comes through. I just can't ignore it. So if a song comes through, I have to go into what they're telling me to say because it's important for this point on your journey. Okay, so I have to deliver the messages. So now, at the beginning, they told me to tell you, please keep an open mind throughout this video. There are going to be new concepts that I'm going to be mentioning throughout the video, so allow your heart and your mind to stay open throughout the video. Okay, so the first part of this message is more of a warning. This is not to scare you at all. This is just to bring awareness and bring your attention to this part of the message. Bring your attention to this part of your life that your guides want to warn you about. So in the last video in the description box, if you haven't watched that, please watch that first and come back here. So I mentioned this in the description box. There are dark forces that do not want this twin flame connection to be successful. So there are dark forces that do not want you and this person to be together. Now, why is this? Why do these dark forces not want y'all to be together? So this is because they know that when you and your twin flame actually come together, they know that you are stronger together. And as I'm saying this, the candle that I have lit, the flame is flickering. So this is the truth. So like I was saying, these dark forces know that once you and your twin flame come into union, they know that you will be so strong together, like a powerhouse, like an energetic force field. So you and your twin flame together act, like I said, as an energetic force field, like an unbreakable bond. So these forces, these dark forces, do not want you to be together because they know that this will help to raise the vibration of the world, and that's what they don't want happening. So for example, these dark forces, they will try to send spirits of fear and confusion to try to get you to be afraid of coming forward towards this connection. They want you to be in darkness. That is their goal, for you to keep your vibration low, for you to remain in darkness. That's what they want. So don't let them win. So realize that when you listen to your intuition, this is your divine guidance, your guidance of light. Light is your intuition. So it's really important right now that you come into balance of your darkness and your light. And I will get more into that later. So your intuition is your higher self. That is the light you're following. You could also call it God, spirit of unconditional love is what I normally say, the universe, This is the force of good that is leading you towards your highest good. Okay, so that can be interchangeable, whatever you like to say on your own personal journey. And again, like I mentioned, there are dark forces that do not want you to be in this divine connection. So please, again, do not allow them to win. So this is a very specific message at this point in the video. When I was on Instagram, I looked at a certain picture and I heard the words, snakes in the circle. I heard snakes in the circle. So at this time, please be warned of the people around you at this time. There could be someone or multiple people around you that would act as a turncoat or people who are untrustworthy at this time. So please be careful. I was called to say, pray for these people or this person that does not belong in your life to be revealed. Pray for the truth to come out. Pray for God to take away these people that do not belong in your life. So that's a very specific message for someone, and I don't want you to feel afraid because they want you to feel afraid, and that's not what I want. I'm just telling you this so that you are warned. I'm just delivering the message as they told me. Okay, so this next part of the video is called Move in Silence. So as you start to ascend on your spiritual journey, as you start to do things that would raise your vibration. So like I mentioned in the last video, as you start meditating, as you start praying more, doing yoga, drinking more water, eating healthier foods, whole foods, as you start doing these things, there's a need for you to move in silence at this time. So do not start telling people what you're doing and how you're having a spiritual awakening, how you're trying to raise your vibration. Do not tell people this. This is another warning from your spirit guides. So the only person that they think you should feel safe telling is your twin flame once you meet them. And this is because your twin flame is also on the spiritual mission, the spiritual journey. So this person understands what you're going through because they have also been through what you're going through. But when they say move in silence, they're talking about the people in your circle, friends and family. And the reason that they don't want you to tell anybody is for the one reason I mentioned, the snakes in the circle. There could be someone that is talking about what you're doing, and that's just going to add to confusion, add to disharmony in your life. So that's one reason. The second reason is that most people will not understand what you're going through. So they may intentionally or unintentionally cast doubt on you, and you do not need that right now. You don't need people casting negativity on you. That's not what you need at all. So that is why your spirit team is calling you not to tell anyone except for your twin flame until you know how to fully protect yourself. So that is why your guides are calling you to move in silence at this time. So I really hope that you heed this warning and you listen to what I'm saying and truly apply this to your life. Okay? And I can lead a horse to water, but I cannot make them drink. So this is up to you to heed what I'm saying and take my guidance. Okay? So the next section is they do not want you to awaken. So these dark forces, dark entities, dark people, whoever, however you want to call it, these dark forces do not want you to wake up. And that's why it's very important. It's very imperative for you to move in silence right now. So your spiritual team does not want you telling anyone about your spiritual awakening or anything like that. I already said that. Also, these dark entities, these dark forces, their goal is to drag you down. So their desire is for you to be in fear. Their desire is for you to feel anxiety, feel depression. So that is how they are able to send you spiritual attacks of fear, of worry, or anxiety, or depression. So you may have pains in your body. If you've been experiencing anxiety, it may manifest as a physical discomfort in your stomach area. So they told me to tell you, please Google symptoms of the solar plexus chakra being blocked. So that is your third chakra, the color yellow. You may want to start wearing more of the color yellow to balance this area. So please Google symptoms of the solar plexus chakra being blocked. So they also told me to say there is a need for you to detox right now. So this could mean you may need to detox from social media. You may need to avoid distractions, avoid things that may put you into a fear mindset, like crime TV shows or scary movies or social media posts that could make you feel afraid. And that's why it's important not to scroll on social media, because you don't really know what you're going to get. So there's really a calling right now for you to detox from social media, turn inward, write down things. Or if you want to watch TV as a pleasure, as a form of pleasure, watch positive shows, watch shows that your inner child would like, okay? Like watch positive messages, positive content, okay? So also for this detox, they are calling you to detox habits like substances of alcohol or drugs or whatever. So the reason for this is that when you start to drink alcohol, when you smoke weed or you take drugs or whatever you do, and this is your personal choice. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm simply just giving you guidance, okay? So when you start to do and use these substances, these are addictive things that lower your vibration. So that is why you could be feeling more nervous or more fearful from using these substances. So these substances, when you use them, it can actually cause you to feel more anxiety. It can cause you to feel more sadness. And again, like I said, these things lower your vibration. So why am I telling you this? When your vibration is lowered through these substances, it's actually like an opening to your soul. So it's like you're leaving the door open. Now, it's like what happens when you leave the door to your house open? People are going to come inside and rob the house. So this metaphor is like you're leaving your door open to your soul for these spiritual attacks. So when you do these substances and they lower your vibration, you're leaving an opening for these dark forces to latch onto you and bring your energy down, which causes you to feel tired or lethargy, which causes you to feel unmotivated. This can cause you to feel fear or cause you to feel more anxiety. And remember, that's how these dark forces want you to feel. That's how they latch on to you and send you more spiritual attacks. Mind you, spiritual attacks only work if your vibration is lowered. So there's really a call for you to raise your vibration so that you have a spiritual defense against these spiritual attacks, okay? Spiritual warfare is a real thing. I felt called to say that. So you are undergoing right now spiritual warfare, and your guides are working overtime for you right now. But what you can do to help is to raise your vibration. So weaning yourself off of these addictive substances, okay? So yes, like I said, these dark forces, they want you to be on a low vibration of fear or anxiety. They do not want you to spiritually awaken. And so they do not want you to come into connection with your twin flame. They want you to be afraid of the connection. That is their goal. That's what they want you to do. So I just felt called to say that if you are using substances and things like that, it takes time to make changes to your life. Rome was not built in a day, as they say, so please do not beat yourself up. I'm just saying these messages so that you will be mindful of your patterns and behaviors and realize that this is how it's affecting you. This is how these spiritual attacks are able to be successful, okay? And they are saying if you are having stomach issues, this could be from a spiritual attack. And as I am editing, I felt my spirit guides wanting me to tell you that I am not perfect. I recently stopped drinking. I recently stopped within the past 3 months or 4 months. And what helped me to stop is doing Reiki sessions. So I will leave a link below. Doing Reiki sessions really helped me to raise my vibration and not feel the need to even drink wine casually at home. So I am not judging you. I have suffered from addiction in the past. This is why they wanted me to share it. I am not above you and I am not below you. We are on the same page. We all are equals. We are all working on ourselves. I used to suffer from addiction. I used to have very bad depression, and the way I would cope with it was drinking a whole bottle of wine. I'm not ashamed to say that because I realized that I had stuff I needed to work on within myself. And when I was able to work on those things, I didn't need to do that anymore. When I was able to address the pain I was experiencing, I was able to stop numbing myself with alcohol or numbing myself by smoking marijuana all the time. So I may have a drink every 2 weeks or something every 3 weeks socially at, a gathering, but I don't feel the need to drink casually alone at home because I want to numb my pain. I don't have the desire to do that anymore. Okay, so I'm not doubting you. I am not judging you. I just really needed you to know that I have been there and I am no better or no worse off, just like you are no better or no worse off than anyone else, okay? We are all one. We are all equals. So they really wanted me to just share that little part of my story. And you should just know that you are not judged. You are loved. Everything I am saying is coming from a place of love. Okay, so moving on. The next part of the message is you are enough. So there may be a feeling that you are not worthy for this twin flame connection, that you are not good enough for this divine connection. However, this is how you know that this is a good connection, that this is a healthy connection for you. This is how you know that this is something good for you. When you feel that you're quote unquote not good enough, that is how you are recognizing there are things you need to work on within yourself. And that is okay. Please give yourself grace. We all have things we need to work on. We are all still healing. No one is officially 100% healed all the time. We are all still a work in progress. And that is what makes us beautiful and unique. The fact that we are perfectly imperfect. And that brings me to the next section of this message. There is a call for you right now to integrate your darkness and your light. So integrating the darkness and the light, what does that mean? So the reason you may be feeling that you're not good enough is because you need to integrate your darkness into your life, okay? So every human being on this planet, we all have the potential to be good or to be bad, good and evil, dark and light. And like I said, no one is perfect. So we as humans, we are darkness and we are light. So when you begin to look at your life and you take all of the things that make you feel like you're not worthy and make you feel like you're not good enough, when you take all of these things and you look at your darkness, it may cause you to feel unworthy or shameful, and there's no need for this, is what they want me to say. So you have to allow yourself to accept your darkness as a part of who you are and give that love to yourself that you may feel you did not receive at some point in life. For example, maybe you feel anxiety or depression. I used to go through depression and anxiety as well, and I used to feel shame for not feeling well enough or not feeling healthy enough to move forward. And I just need to tell you that whatever you're feeling right now, it's okay. There's no need for you to feel shame at all. So when you take your darkness and you tell yourself, I'm still worthy of what I want in life. I'm still worthy of this divine connection. I'm still worthy of a loving relationship, even though I still have things I am working on within myself. That is you loving your darkness. That is you integrating your darkness with your light and accepting yourself as a whole person. So you're looking at your darkness and you're accepting yourself as whole, even if you feel broken. You are not broken. You are whole just the way you are. You are coming into balance with your darkness and your light. So I will make another more detailed video on integrating the darkness with the light. So definitely subscribe and look out for that. Look out for that follow-up on my channel for more on that topic as it comes up. But yes, basically your spirit team is calling you to take your darkness and look at it as a piece of yourself that just needs more love and more attention, okay? Love on yourself. Accept your darkness as a part of yourself. You are whole even when you feel broken. You are not. You are whole as darkness and light, and you are just bringing yourself into balance. You are worthy of this divine connection. You are worthy of this twin flame divine love. And I need you to know that and accept that, okay? So the next part, I just wanted to talk about your spiritual awakening. So as we mentioned earlier in the video, you are being called to go through this spiritual awakening. So when you come towards this person, when you come towards this connection, when you reach out, when you have a deeper conversation with them, when you send them a text message, whatever it is, however you decide to reach out, this is you accepting this divine twin flame connection as real. So once you accept that this connection is real, that is you waking up. That is your divine spirit waking up. So when you accept this connection is real, when you reach out, have a deeper conversation, this is you furthering yourself on your spiritual awakening process. I just felt called to mention that in this video. So now, I was also called to tell you the personal prayer that I would do for myself when I was battling spiritual warfare. So this has really worked for me. And I really just sat down today and I personally made this for you at the end to call in things that you may need. So let's consider this part like a little meditation and a prayer. So there's 4 parts to this prayer. There is release. Number 2 is return to sender. Number 3, neutralize, purify, cleanse. And number 4 is to call in what you want by saying thank you for it, okay? So how this will work at the end is there will be a prayer and you can say, "Dear God," I will say that in this meditation. I normally like to say spirit of unconditional love, but you can interchange the term as you see fit. At the end, when I start to say the prayer, you can repeat after me in your mind or out loud. So let us start by taking a few deep breaths, in through your nose and out through your mouth. So breathe in, hold it, breathe out. 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 So the prayer says, "Dear God, thank you for releasing me from any negative energy that surrounds me. Thank you for releasing me from any energy that does not belong to me. Thank you for releasing me from substances. Thank you for releasing me from any low vibrational energies, people, places, or things. Thank you for releasing me from any unwanted energy that does not belong to me. Thank you for returning it to sender. Thank you for returning it to sender. Thank you for returning it to sender. Not to harm them, just for them to deal with. Thank you for neutralizing, purifying, and cleansing my energy. I call all of my power and energy back to me. I call all of my power and energy back to me. I call all of my power and energy back to me. Thank you for allowing calmness and clarity into my life. Thank you for transmuting anything unwanted into peace, love, joy, and abundance. Thank you for giving me peace of mind. Thank you for allowing love into my life. Thank you for allowing me to love myself. Thank you for allowing all things for my highest good. Thank you for protecting me during my spiritual awakening. Thank you for allowing me to follow my intuition. Thank you for protecting me in this realm and all infinite realms. These positive energies are locked in around me in an energetic force field. Protecting my mind, body, soul, spirit. Thank you for protecting me mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and sexually, and my auric field. This protective field is locked in and is done now. Ashe, or Amen. Thank you, Spirit Team. Thank you, angels, archangels, ancestors, for all that you do for me. Ashe, or Amen. Please allow yourself now to call in any other positive energies that you would like to see in your life by starting with thank you. Start to move your hands, move your feet, and open your eyes as this is the end of the meditation. So it's 33:33 that I just saw on the timer. So I really hope that this video was helpful. Maybe I will make the prayer into a separate video because I feel it's something that all people should really do as a way to start to raise your vibration and protect yourself. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening. I really hope this message was helpful. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the like button. Please leave a comment and let me know what you think. Anything you do, any actions you take really help me with the YouTube algorithm. Okay? So good luck on your journey. Good luck on your twin flame journey. And I hope to see you in my next one. Take care.